Welcome back, my beautiful humans. I'm so glad you joined me again, especially after the last couple of episodes. Just kind of egging you on a little bit, throwing out some challenges. And I really, really would love to hear how those went. I know one of the challenges was just pick one small thing of your true self to show to somebody else and remind you of your authenticity, and to see that when you show someone your true self, they're not going to run, and hopefully reconnect with part of who you are. And so I would really love to hear how that went. If you're still working on it, keep working on it. It's okay. You will get there. Because it is a big thing. It's a fear to face. It's also making sure it's one of the right people to share that with. And so I know that there's a lot of cards at play with that. So, but I just hope you do, and I hope it, even if you weren't able to show someone else a small side of your vulnerability and your true self, I hope it reminded you enough to show it to yourself, for you to have some small reconnection with who you are. Sometimes we just lose ourselves in day-to-day life and the roles that we play. And I shouldn't say the roles that we play, but the roles that we're in. Mother, father, sister, brother, niece, nephew, son, daughter, employee, employer, business owner. So I really, sometimes we just get lost in that, in what we do and our titles in this life. And so I hope it was able to help you reconnect just a little bit. Now, today I'm going to try, this is probably going to be a little bit shorter, and that's the goal here for me. I say that and I'm usually even longer. Sorry. But today I wanted to talk about observing the world. And it's another challenge I'm throwing down, asking you to, instead of just people watch, which is very fun, interesting, eye-opening for sure, but instead of just the people, the world as a whole. It's so easy to just pick out people and see people, but look at the whole picture of it. The as my husband likes to say, you have to see the big picture. He's right. Sometimes it's infuriating, but he's right. And yes, I do tell him he's right. It's a good thing to do. If somebody's right, they're right. You can tell them. But if you observe the world, you're not just seeing these people. You're seeing the situations they're in. You're seeing the emotions. You're seeing connections. You are observing all walks of life, all stages of life, from the very young to the very old. And I'd like to do a special shout out to my dad. I don't like to be classified a liar, but he's my stepdad. He's 99 years today, young. So happy birthday to him. And I hope some of you can share in the comments a happy birthday wish. I mean, 99 years, that's a lot to see. It's a lot to live through. I mean, and oh my goodness, look at just the time that we've been alive and the changes. And so it's amazing to me. And Mom, if you're listening, I love you. And I hope you had a wonderful birthday. But, again, when you see these when you observe the world, you see these different stages and phases in life. And I hope it gives you a better chance to appreciate them. And so I want to I want to say a special thank you to a lot of people who, in the roles that they have, the jobs, that don't normally get seen or called out or thank you'd. I want to say thank you. And I'm talking to custodians, waste management, recyclables, CNAs, nurses, police officers, military, moms, dads, grocery store clerks, stockers, the people that make things behind the scenes happen and their faces never shown. I want to say thank you. And I see you. And I want to tell the rest of us that we can do better. We can be better. We don't have to make some of those lines of work so tough. If we wouldn't do it in our own house, we shouldn't be doing it out in public. And if we wouldn't leave a bathroom that way at our own house, we shouldn't be leaving a bathroom that way out in public. So, and there is another woman out there, and one of the things she always says is wash your effing hands. So do that, and all of the things. But just remember, if you wouldn't want to, if what you are leaving, whether it be you decided you didn't want those groceries, or there was a problem in the bathroom, or your loved one is difficult for healthcare workers and home healthcare workers, step in, help out, let them know that they're seen, you understand, you have some empathy, because we can all be better, we can all do better, and that's what I hope we do. If we do this each individually, as a collective, we have just changed everything. See? You can change everything. And I hope you do. And I want to be there when we do make this change. Make everybody feel seen. But I also want to reiterate that we can all be seen, we can all have our opinions, and we can all have conversations, and we can do it with kindness and respect. Because we can't change anything if we're not even willing to listen to each other. So there's that. And I was going to say that this kind of, being better is something that we should do every day. I say to myself all the time, I want to be better today than I was yesterday. I think that's a pretty admirable thing to do, especially if yesterday I was an absolute poop. If I wasn't bringing out my best version of myself, then yeah, I absolutely want to be better today than I was yesterday. So there's that. But I also wanted to share something that, in observing the world, and also remembering where I am and, different stages in my life, I just actually want to say that this world needs more pleases and thank yous. Needs more gratitude and sincere apologies. This world needs empathy and heart, more compliments and less criticism. This world needs more compassion, less complaints. I often say a person is smart, people are not. Because it takes one person to set an example, good or bad. And then people will run with whatever was put out there. Which is heartbreaking, really. Each one of us has a light we forget to shine. Each one of us has the potential to change the world. Yet very few of us do. And most of it is because we talk ourselves out of it because we just think we're just one person. Each one of us allows people to affect who we are. Each one of us is fed half-truths from media, our government, from even our family and our friends. No matter what, though, in the end, it's your choice. You are and will always be enough. Your light will always be bright enough to lead you from fear and the ideals others impose. I am saddened by all the senseless loss that happens every day in this world. I am sickened by the bandwagon jumpers when they grab onto a half-truth and run with it. We are what's wrong with this world. We are the destroyers of life and happiness. We are responsible for it all. In that same respect, we have another choice. We can be better. We can do better. I want to challenge you to do better. Be better tomorrow than you were today. Even if it's just one thing. One thing. You got one thing in you, right? I know you do. I got one thing in me. I say we each do one thing tomorrow and let each other know. What was the one thing you did that made you be better? Let me know. Because I want to join. I want a movement where it's be better. We be better today. And then we'll be better tomorrow than we were today. We can. And again, one, and then someone else. Make the bandwagon count for something good. And if I've offended anyone, I'm wondering, did I really offend you, or have I made you stop to think? My goal is not to offend. My goal is to make you think. Because The easiest emotion to feel is anger. But it should be happiness. It should be love and joy. I'm not afraid to shine my light anymore. Are you? Then don't let anybody else put a shadow on your light or try and block your light. Shine it. Never forget. Find the compassion to forgive. Anger's only purpose is to destroy, not to build. Your heart and soul are perfect. In an imperfect world, even though I've told you a million times, there is no such thing as perfect. It's an illusion. So if you need the illusion of perfect to get you through this, it's okay. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to change your mind on it. Here to remind you that no matter what, you are enough. No matter what, you're beautifully human. Be kind. Be grateful. Stay humble.